The cornerstone, the foundation to any good outfit is the pants. Like if you got a cool pair of pants, it is almost impossible to make a bad outfit. Just cool pants, plain white shirt. Cool pants, plain black shirt. It's so easy. I like to think that I'm good at making outfits. I'm not. It's just the easy formula of a cool pair of trousers and kind of wear like a simple shirt and Adidas Sambas. But what makes these $7.99 pants from the Salvation Army that I got 2 months ago my favorite pants ever? Because to rise up through the ranks of my pants over the span of 2 months and take the #1 spot, that's a very impressive feat. To overtake the 3 pair of pants that I own right now and become #1. Okay, it's not that impressive. I own like 3-4 pairs of I own 3 to 4 pairs of pants. Anyway, for you to understand why I like these pants so much, I should probably tell you first what I'm looking for in a pair of pants. And that's constantly changing depending on what I'm liking. I'm influenced by trends sometimes. Look at the shoes I'm wearing. So that's fluctuating, but I'll tell you what I'm liking right now. So firstly, I like a pant that's a little higher waisted. The new trend that's been going around is like lower waisted pants, particularly for women. It's more of a woman trend than a guy trend, but I do see it on guys sometimes. I'm not a fan. I don't like it on me. I like the trend. I don't like the way it looks on me. And that's because I kind of have stubby legs and it makes my legs look really short, but a higher waisted pant makes my legs look longer. Thus, I think my outfits and my proportions just look better. So that's why I like a higher waisted pant. Next, I like the legs to be wide, but not too wide. It's a very tough thing to balance because for example, these pants are probably as wide as I will go. You see some of the pants that people are wearing and you're like, dude, your legs under that thing must look like a toothbrush in a big cup because no way you need that much room. I also like them a little wider because this is why I have the chair here. I like to sit down and be comfortable. I don't like getting pinched. I don't like tightness. I just like to be able to do this. I like to be able to do this without any concern. I also like it to fall nicely on top of my shoes. This is more down to like getting the correct size. But sometimes pants just fit weird and they fall weird even if they're the right size for you. So, and really how I judge that is I want the ability to wear them straight to where they're not cuffed at all and they look good. But I also want the ability to cuff it once and it still sits on top of the shoe to where like my sock isn't showing. Another thing, I also like really deep pockets. This is strictly a convenience thing because when I'm working on stuff, oftentimes I'm like moving from like one room to another room, or I'm going short distances where it's helpful to like put a lens in my pocket, then carry things in my hand. Here's a good example. I'm walking to the other room. I need to grab my camera, my phone, and my laptop. Oh, but I also want to bring my water. That's a really specific thing that I'm now thinking might not totally be relevant at all. Now, lastly, and this is the most important of all, the pants need to have character. They got to have something about them that's like, those are pretty cool. And this is also the hardest one to quantify. You could look at a pants and they're like kind of crazy and go, oh, those pants have character. But in reality, they just look stupid. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate between, hey, that's actually like a really cool pair of pants that has a lot of character to it, and then another pair of pants that's just like kind of crazy, but you're just like, that craziness is like, I don't, this is like a bigger topic in like clothes and fashion. Sometimes I think people just wear crazy things because they're crazy. They're like, yo, look how sick and like wild this fit is. This is high fashion. This is like high IQ fit right here. It's like, no, dude, it's just a trash outfit. Like the only one I've seen consistently pull off crazy stuff is Wisdom. So much of the stuff that he wears is nuts. It's insane. I'd never even touch it, but it looks so good on the outfits he puts. That's like my one consistent exception. Anyway, before I talk about these pants and why they're my favorite of all time, I'm going to try on and review all the other pants I own, which is just 3 other pants, and tell you what I like about them, what I don't like about them, give them a score out of 10, so you get an even better idea of what I'm looking for. Alright, so what do I like about these black jeans? Here are the categories that they excel in. First, it's high-waisted. It makes my legs look longer. I appreciate that. Next, the width of the bottom of these pants are perfect. I will say, when I sit down with these They actually feel pretty good now. I've been wearing them for like 3 days, so they're loosened up a little bit. But when they're fresh out of the wash, it can get a little tight. Also, you may notice that at the bottom, they're cuffed a very tiny amount. The way I've been wearing these recently is legit just cuffing the seam because of this outfit I saw. I love the way that those pants look. So I've been doing that, and it's my new favorite way to wear them. I think it looks so good, and it just barely sits on top of a shoe. Ideally, I think I would like them a little bit longer because I'm not wearing a belt right now, so they're sagging a little bit. But if I was wearing a belt, it would kind of pull them up to there, and that like half inch kind of ruins the fit. Now, here are the two big drawbacks with these jeans. The pockets are not convenient. Even just like putting my phone, wallet, and keys, it's so, I mean, this is just like a standard jean pocket. This is what you get with jeans, but I hate just trying to pull stuff out of here. It's so annoying, especially like with the wallet and the keys. And if I need to put like all those things in one pocket, I just don't like it. It's not convenient, and I don't know if that's like a thing I could really complain about because the style of jeans, they all have the same kind of pocket. Really, the one big drawback to these, they're just kind of boring. Like, I could just wear Sambas, these jeans, and a white shirt, and the outfit would be fine. I feel like when I wear these jeans, I have to add something else to it to make it exciting, and that doesn't really fit into my formula of like cool pair of pants, plain white shirt, you have a cool outfit. As you can see, like, I'm wearing this like cool sweater with it. This cool sweater. This cool ass sweater. Overall, 7 out of 10. They're my second favorite pair of pants. Actually, you know what? Like, this is a cool outfit too. I like this outfit. But if you look closely, like the shirt's tan and ribbed. Like, the shirt has some character. The pants are just lacking a little bit of that. So, okay, next pants. Alright, so this is a pair of wool pants I own. I actually thrifted these at the same time as the green pants. It was a great day. It was a fantastic day when I got them. So the thing that's really great about these pants is they have a lot of character. They're pleated. The pattern I think is very cool. I think the color it gives off is very cool. It's like this brown, green, tan color. And I like that. The bottom here has a built-in cuff. They have so much character, but they're just like so hard to wear. Right now I'm dressing them down a lot. This is like a very nice pair of dress pants. They're for like nice occasions, but I don't go to nice occasions a lot. I just like to dress them down. I don't like to wear them up because I just don't like that look as much. But what these pants have going for it is the character. Everything else is, like, I think they're a little too wide for how thin the material is. I don't even know what the exact blend is, and I just know that there's wool in it. They get very hot, but they're very thin. You lose a lot of structure at the bottom here because of how thin they are, and also because it's a little bit longer than I would like. It means that everything just kind of flops a lot, and because of that thin material, it's tough for me to cuff it again. A, because those stitches show, but then also it like opens up at the bottom of the shoe, and that looks weird. It has good sized pockets. I can sit down nice and comfortably. Like, what I could do with these is I could just probably get a few alterations and make them like really, really cool. I don't know, I'm lazy, I guess, so I don't feel like doing that. But so much character, they're just not everything I'd imagine they'd be, you know? Overall, 5 out of 10. Oh. Actually, alright, and here's the final pair of pants we'll go over. It's the same pair as the black pants, except it's like it's a size smaller. The black jeans are like a 32-32. I think this might be a 32-31 or 31-31. And all the good things that black pair of jeans had, this pair of jeans just doesn't have because it's not the proper size. Like, as you can see at the bottom, I'm wearing them straight right now, and they're not even resting on top of the shoe. They're like barely hovering over it. So even if I go to cuff them, even just a little bit, it looks a little weird, I think. Also, since they're a little bit smaller of a size, they're really tight in this area when I sit down. And like the black pair of jeans, I think they're a little boring because they're like an off-white, but they're not off-white to the point where it's like super noticeable. Like, in wearing them in this fit, you could probably tell they're an off-white because I'm against white things. But if I'm just like walking outside and you see me wearing this fit, these pants look like a bright white jean. And I don't like that. There's not much upside to them other than they're like the only bright pair of pants I have in my rotation. So sometimes it's nice to have that to like wear a contrasting outfit like this one. But I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan, to be honest. 5 out of 10. All right, that takes us back to these pants. Why are they my favorite? They're like the perfect high-waisted pant. This is where they normally sit. This shoelace like belt thing I got going on here, that's not doing anything. That's just all there for show. Here, I'll undo it, and they still sit the same. And oftentimes when I find a pair of pants that comes up to where I like it on my waist, and like I don't really need a belt for it, the legs are normally way too tight, but the width on these legs isn't affected by how perfect the waist sits. It kind of poofs out like that. It also helps that it's pleated. That's kind of why it's doing that. But for example, the black pair of jeans, that comes up to where I like it on my waist, but it sprawls out a little bit versus pinching in. I don't know if this is making sense. I also really like the length of these. They're cuffed once now, but if I uncuff them, I think the way these sit on top of the shoe is very nice when they're not cuffed. And actually the fit of these is very, very similar to how those wool pants I showed you fit. However, the material on this is very thick. It's a 55% cotton, 45% polyester, I think. And it's a very thick material. Because of that, it holds a lot of its structure on the way down versus like kind of all bunching up at the bottom there. Obviously, it bunches up mostly at the bottom, but there's like these structure lines, if that makes sense, going down, and I think that looks cool. And how I typically wear them, you could see that they have that cuff preset loaded in there. I like to hit that one cuff, and I think that looks good. It doesn't like sprawl out because of how thick the material is, so that's good. Character-wise, it's pleated, the pattern's cool, the color's cool. It's got character. Now, the thing I like about these pants the most is the way they look when I sit down. Because when I'm standing up, I do think they're a little big. I think they're slightly too big on me. But if I go and sit down and do something like this, I think they have such a cool look because of how flowy they are and poofy they are. When I sit, I fill them up a little bit, and that gives... I don't know if I'm explaining this this good in any way, but I think when I'm sitting is when these pants are in their element, dude. Like originally when I was doing the photo shoot with this outfit for this linen shirt, I was like standing up trying to take the photos. I was like, these pants aren't working, but then I sat down and dude, it was a magical moment. It was when I knew I was like, you know what, these pants are something else. Anyway, favorite pair of pants overall, 9 out of 10. Now you might be like, Chad, you said these are your favorite pants ever. Why are they not a 10 out of 10? Well, I haven't had that many pants in my life where I'm like, these are awesome. These honestly might be the first. But I also didn't say that these were the perfect pair of pants. There's like a lot of little things that I would change about them. That, again, like the wool pants, I could probably do an alteration, but I'm kind of lazy in that. I don't feel like going down that hole. I'm afraid to mess them up. I've altered some jeans before and just have totally messed it up, so I'm afraid to do that. However, when I originally bought these things, I looked at the brand and I tried to find them. It's this brand called Structure. I could not find this brand. I wanted to go buy more pants like this. I wanted to find this exact pair of pants and buy a size down and see how that one fit. But the only thing I could find about this brand was this other shirt that I think someone was just selling on like a third-party selling service. I didn't even recognize who they were selling it on, that had the same tag as these pants. I was shocked at how little I found about these pants. All right, I did look into this more, and Structures, it's not a ghost company. It's a real company. But what happened is they were sold to Sears in 2003. And at some point from 2003 to present day, they like either slowly faded away, got axed, something happened to them because Sears isn't selling them. They're nowhere to be found. But regardless, the point still stands. You cannot buy these pants anywhere. And that's a problem. Anyway, they end up becoming a pair of pants that I really like because, you know, it takes a few weeks to determine what your vibe is with a new pair of pants. And ultimately, I really, really like them. But like I said, they're not perfect. There's a few things I would change. They look really good sitting down, but when I'm standing up, they don't have it on, you know? There just has to be some changes made if I want them to be perfect. And in doing a photo shoot with them and wearing them and making a couple of videos on them, people ask about the pants. They're like, yo, where'd you get them? More so than they've been asking about the linen shirt. That's okay. That's chill. I'm not worried about it. But that combined with the fact that I couldn't find who produced these pants makes me think maybe I should just make them. So that's kind of like a half idea I'm working with right now, is maybe the next product that I will start to develop for the clothing brand will be a pair of pants like this. I was working on like a wool jacket. However, my gut's kind of telling me that the pants will perform better. It's something I'm toying with. I can't make a decision until I release the hoodies that I'm working on and see how those do. Anyway, that's it for my favorite pants ever. Have a good day.